Showdowns typically come at high noon, so this is the perfect time for the game we have coming up. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Kent State Golden Flashes and the Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Guys, Kent State's head coach told me pregame. Coach mentioned they are still without their top running back here today. They are coming off a bye week, so they have been able to get some crucial reps with their backup. Their running back showed some real composure, more patience at the line of scrimmage, and just reading things a little better through these last couple of weeks of practice. We'll see if he's able to put all of that out there on the field today here in the first. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Kent State's offense will be first on the attack. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get pass happy, right, and put ourselves in a bad situation. But this offense has got to do something here on second down. Got to...
Right down the middle. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bulldogs offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. They'll try the right side. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Drives inside. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Hey, you got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Gets rid of it.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Got maybe a yard, third down and 9 coming.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third and long coming up. Fake and wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Taken down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Third and 6 yards to go. He'll set up to throw. Makes a catch. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Fry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tight end getting vertical. Running wide open down the gut of the field. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. And the Golden Flashes want to move quickly.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, running back on the move. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Sells the run, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And the Golden Flashes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Tyree. Oh, pressure's coming. Working the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Number 96, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field ready to get this drive cranked up. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snaps on fourth down. Unloads it left. Got room at the 35. Flying out to the left. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to fourth down to keep the drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They've got a first down here to open the period. He's looking to throw. Rush right in his face. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Looking for the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Bulldogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal coming up. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. An 84-yard drive there. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Tyree. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. There he goes. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Now they'll try the right side. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just feeds the running back. Open space at the 25. There's a crease. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Working the ground game. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rifles it down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Staying in that aggressive mindset on 4th down, they'll try to convert for the 3rd time. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Finds his target down the middle. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
The Golden Flashes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, one storyline I've got my eyes on to start this ball game. How is the quarterback moving and throwing? As you remember, really banged up in that game that they lost last week. This is something we got to keep our eyes on. He said he was sore. He didn't miss any practice this week, but he is fighting through some things. I'll let you know what I see from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Just going to keep it after the snap. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This is a designed run. He's past the marker. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. Now on the move. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Calls his own number. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
On the move at the 30. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
On the move. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Quarterback keeper. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. And the Bulldogs will try to move the chains on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. but nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Number 9, set to kick this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Tyree. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the golden flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Sees some running room. Might have a chance. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? This quarterback part of their running game. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sees a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They take the lead with the 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Golden Flashes offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Golden Flashes, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. On the run, fires downfield. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Motion from the wide receiver. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Tyree. Under pressure. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Trying to squeak through the pile. Breaks the tackle. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And the Golden Flashes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Makes the grab. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like he...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Changing the routes with his receivers. Uh-oh, look out. Turning it on. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. A run for the quarterback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Got a little space. Maybe some room here. Inside the touchdown Bulldogs. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Back to pass, it's Tyree. Look out! He's going to take a shot. Makes a deep grab. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it along the sideline. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He's looking to throw. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
Here's some daylight. Here's a little room there. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Both of these teams off to slow starts this season, desperately needing a victory, and they've got the closing minutes to try to pull it out. Using his feet. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. Moves the pocket. It's Tyree. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Kent State! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing the guy can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. He'll take it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. And he's brought down after a short gain. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Got an alley. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Golden Flashes offense ready to get this drive started. Sets his feet, it's Tyree. The throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. The play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Golden Flashes in the hurry-up.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Fires on the move. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. Turning it on. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down to the air. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the move. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The snap sets up to throw. Wiggles free. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Got to make the play on fourth. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one time.